From planes to massive YouTubers being hacked, today's video has something for everyone, so let's not stall and get right into it. How's it going, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, as you can tell, we're talking about a lot of topics, nothing really related to save the world or creative, but more on the community side of Fortnite. Now, before we begin, I want to ask you guys something. Can we smash 300 likes on this video? My last video got around 230 likes, and I feel like we could smash 300 if we tried hard enough, just a little bit of a higher step for now. Anyways, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and anyways, let's get right into the topics. So for the first thing we want to talk about is that aim assist is being deleted. Not entirely deleted actually, but what is going on is they're removing legacy look controls on March 13th. For those who don't know what the legacy look controls did, think about it as the one everyone complained about because it was the one causing the most issues where players were able to basically aimbot through walls, aimbot through cornfields by just spamming the aim button, and they would instantly be like aiming towards where the enemy moved. So that is being removed, and what the Fortnite Status's Twitter account says is that with the improvements they've made to aim assist, they plan to remove the legacy look controls, and in order to use the new settings and maintain your legacy sensitivities, select copy from legacy in the controller options and toggle off use legacy look controls. So, aim assist isn't entirely gone, but they're getting rid of the old system that has basically been in the game since the start, that is seen now as the aimbot version of legacy controls. Do you feel like they'll complain after these are gone? How do you feel it'll affect new content creators and just console players in general? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about that. For our next topic, we have planes. Now, everyone wants to know what is going on with the helicopters, the planes, or whatever that we've been teased about in Fortnite. Well, I do have a bit of intel about this. We'll start off with helipad locations. A lot of helipad locations are added in V12.10 or the newest update. However, most of them are placeholder meshes, meaning that in future updates we will see them actually implemented. These include Apres Ski, Garage, Holly Hedges, and Weather Station. And the following were added in V12, which is Agency and Lobby Island. Now, that isn't all we have. You think I was just going to leave it there? No, we have some stats for the helicopters. And what the helicopter's codename is Hoagie. That's right, it's called a Hoagie. That's the codename they decided to give the helicopters for Fortnite. Now, the default stats for everything, which can change in the future because some of the stuff are there to be hotfixed in and hotfixed out later on, is that helicopters will come with 1,500 HP. Seems pretty easy to shoot down, I would believe, as long as you have good aim and enough ammo and a good gun, you should be able to shoot them down fast. Now, you have some stuff talking about the rotor damage to self, player, and building, and this is just like the blades on top, how much damage do they do if they hit someone? If they hit the vehicle somehow? Not that, but if the vehicle blades or whatever hits an object, a player / a build, it will do 100 damage to the plane. If the plane does damage to a player, it does 50 damage. So if the blades like slice a player, that does 50 damage, which I thought it might be a one shot, but no, it's just half health, And then we have building damage. The plane blades do 150 damage to builds. Now we have the exploding damage, and this is damage dealt when the vehicle dies to a nearby player, build, or whatnot. And the damage to buildings is 450, and the damage to players is 70. So you won't get killed if this thing explodes, unless you're like inside of it, I would assume. But buildings are definitely going to take a hit once this plane explodes. Now for the rotor hit thing, so what this means is the blade or rotors, when they hit an enemy, it's going to launch the player back. So what they currently have the velocity set to is 1,500. What that means exactly, we don't really know off the top of our head. Basically, it's going to mean here's the speed of which the plane is going to take and launch players who get hit by it. Now we have pickaxe hit should impulse, which has a 1 instead of a 0. This is a hotfix toggle where I'm assuming they're going to make it where if you hit the plane at a certain spot, it will bounce you back depending if the plane is active. We don't really know much about that one, but it's pretty self-explanatory that it's a hotfix thing that they're going to be messing with. We have the plane, when the speed at which a player is launched, they get hit by the heli's body. So instead of it getting hit by the blades, this is when the plane just crashes right into a player. And they get launched at a speed of 15, and it's just, you know, hey, you get hit by a plane, you're going to get bounced back, obviously. Now we have plane driver glass should spawn. Now what this is another hotfix toggle where they're going to be testing if the glass in the front of the plane should be able to like spawn in. I assume they're going to do this to test if people like it more, if you can be protected as a driver where you can't get shot through the front, or if you can get shot through the front by having no glass there. And then there's just some aesthetic stuff for like rumble intensity for if you're flying the plane on a controller. So yeah, it's just, you know, some simple stats. We don't really have that much other than those little bits of information for planes. Next up, we have a topic about Fortnite Funny, a YouTuber who had over 3.02 million subscribers being hacked. Now, this is a big one for you content creators out there. If you're listening to this video, I recommend hearing this part out at least, because this is a situation that I actually understand. It's been happening not only to the Fortnite community, but YouTubers across the board, horror movie reviewers, even like makeup channels. What it is there is a company, well, a fake company going out there being like, hey, would you like to be sponsored by our product? It could be whatever. It could range from it just has to be something that's like an application, such as a fake video editing software. And what they do is they're like, hey, would you like to be sponsored? They live up to high expectations and stuff for you. And then when you download the program and run it, they specifically target, from what my knowledge is, your YouTube channel. There could be other parts they target, but what they definitely target right away is your YouTube channel. And what I feel like they're doing is trying to get the channel they compromised taken down, suspended. The reason I can tell this is because 6 hours ago, Fortnite Funny had over 200 videos uploaded in the matter of seconds. And all of these are just like copyrighted stuff that are just like titles. A lot are in Chinese, but others are like, I had no idea a priest could do that, and that just sounds sus right away. Full uploads of like movie interviews with like just tons of people, and it's just, I feel like these people are just trying to get channels taken down by posting over 200 videos. So even if the guy gets his channel back, they'll just copyright strike all the videos, and then boom, his channel is gone again. There's nothing he can really do about it, you know? And this is a situation where it's be skeptical. If you see something that sounds too good to be true, if you see something that requires you to download it, research the company, research the person emailing you, research everything, because you can never be too safe on YouTube, especially when you have a massive following of 3 million and anyone can just take that away with a snap of a finger as long as you download a program. Then yeah, make sure to be on your best behavior. Make sure not to trust everyone you see unless they're a reputable company, at least for right now, because this is happening not just to certain people, happening like across the board to tons of YouTubers and content creators. So this is just a little warning. Stay safe out there so you don't get your channel hacked. And for our last topic, we have a way to win every single time. Even if the enemy wins, you still win. So this will require a few things. One, I don't think it works in solos, but I do know it works in duos, trios, and squads, even though trios isn't out yet. And a second thing is you need bot grenades. So how this trick works is that you and a friend are in a game, your friends are dead, so it's just you alive, or you're dead and your friend's alive. What they want to do is just hide it out until there's one other team left. When there's one team left, they need to throw a bot grenade down, or throw all their bot grenades down, and then they need to, or I think it's called a distraction grenade, I don't know exactly, but then they need to jump off and kill themselves in the game. What this will do is once you bleed out, technically your team died, but because there's a bot still alive, you technically also won, and so did the enemy, because the game ends and it's thinking, hey, whichever team has players that are alive wins. And since your bot's alive, which is technically you, and the enemy team is also alive, it causes you to also win the game, which it might be an easy way for you to get that victory umbrella for Chapter 2, Season 2. Anyways, I hope this is a nice little tutorial. I don't really have that much else to say, so I'm going to end it here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. If you enjoyed what I do, consider using code FireMonkey in the Fortnite item shop and using code FIRE at gfuel.com on checkout. Peace out.